open beta, but it was like a really quiet open beta. You had to know to show up and ask for it. They didn't advertise it at all, and they've just been great since.
I mean, I've had VR for a while, so I wish I had known. I would have had a way. Oh, this map. I would have had a way more fun playing this than like fucking Beat Saber.
Yeah, this is easily my favorite VR game.
I mean, I really like Beat Saber, but I like this a lot more, to be honest.
Yeah, Beat
It just
Saber's fun.
works.
I enjoy it. I personally think it's a little overhyped. It's fun for what it is, but people make it sound like it's revolutionary, and it's not. Like, rhythm games were one of the first things to really become popular in VR.
Well, I mean, it is the first mainstream VR title. You know, it's not
I guess.
like it's hard to scoff at the sales, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's very, very successful. I don't begrudge them that. And it's fun. Like, I enjoy it. I just don't think it's the greatest game ever. And some people seem to think that the VR headset is simply a device to enable Beat Saber and everything else is fluff.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that. VR has so many amazing games. Like one of my all-time favorite games is probably Rec Room.
Yeah, I play a lot of Rec Room.
I remember when it was only VR users, it was so much better.
Yeah, I don't mind it so much. More players is always good. The one problem that most VR games end up having is that there's just not enough players. Even this suffers from it to some degree.
Well, I mean, this one definitely doesn't have enough players, but I don't know if that's a bad thing. I mean, obviously, it's nice to have more players. And how the fuck did my infantry get all the way over there?
It happens.
Oh shit, and you're pushing. That's pretty cool.
Dropping cargo crate now.
But for my health, I should probably get some help. For my health, I take it to the hell. Oh, what died? Ah, damn it, I didn't even check the cargo. Oh, whoa, what the fuck are you doing, tanks? No, hold on. I hate it when you just forget that you have your tanks pushing down a lane and all of a sudden...
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Where did I put that unit? Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, it's pushing up on its own. I'm sure that'll work out fine. But how long have you been playing?
I guess the open beta started in, like, May. Or maybe March? I don't know, actually. It's been a while.
Seems interesting. This is the first game I've, like, actually considered taking seriously.
It's the first game that got me into any sort of competitive gaming, which I ended up really not liking, as it turned out. But it's the only time I've ever tried it. I like casual play.
I fucking love competitive games so much. It's my favorite thing to do ever.
Yeah, no, it's for some people, just not me.
Cargo crate now.
I don't know. Damn it, I think you beat me. Really? Why is it so fast?
That's its job in life.
Oh shit, and that my light gun is getting clapped. Okay. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, honestly, just playing people who are significantly better than me just helps so much.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to practice. You can play the computer a bunch, but at the end of the day, you gotta go against other players. It's the only way you're really gonna learn.
Yeah. God, if you would stop fucking prioritizing infantry. So remember when I had like the slightest resemblance of map control? That was cool. That was fun.
So
I
one
remember
thing
that.
a lot of people do, and I mean I've been guilty of this. Oh damn! That tank was not supposed to be in that lane.
Yeah, the one thing saving my ass right now from being completely overrun is that light cannon.
Yeah, the ATGs can be very, very useful.
You just have to, I don't know how to play the game well, and that's something I kind of suffer from.
Yeah. So one thing that a lot of players have trouble with is that they go for early map control, and then they push really hard on early map control, and then they can't sustain it. You really
Kind
gotta
of like
go
how
for a
I
bit
pushed up on this little walled section over here and just couldn't deal with it, and couldn't keep it up.
right.
Why I'm desperately trying to turtle my way out of this here. I feel like I should be using my planes. So I have a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean they may not do a ton of damage, but they'll do it consistently.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. If I could make it so my Jeeps didn't push out one by one, that would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the tricks in the game is learning to manage lots of units and timing them. It's something that I'm still working on myself.
Oh, and you have anti-air. Yay. Just what I wanted. I thought the situation couldn't get any better, but nope. Anti-air! Oh shit, no. New crazy idea, what if you let me take this cargo crate? And what if I didn't push my tank directly into the fucking hardest to push ever? Not a fucking chance.
Nice.
Yo, what if you don't scatter and just let me destroy everything? That'd be cool.
Actually did quite a bit of damage there.
And I had no money to capitalize on it, so I'm just kind of stuck pushing with Jeeps.
It does the job when in doubt.
Well, artillery was fun while it lasted. Just praying to dear God this thing. What the fuck is that?
That is Wolf's Tiger tank.
And how is it not dead?
It's a damage sponge.
Having high level artillery was fun while it lasted.
So one of the tricks for that is units that can fire while moving should always be moving. If they can fire while moving and they're not moving, like right now these Stukas should be moving, but this is the end game.
No, it's not. I'm gonna win. Easy comeback.
Congratulations, Commander. You are much better.
Yeah, you had a
than
really
the
good
rest.
initial push. Taking this ridge was absolutely the right decision. I think your first mistake, though, was when I sent out all these tanks, you responded, which was good. I mean, I actually, admittedly, I didn't expect that you were going to have tanks come back this way, and that was good. You kicked them back pretty good. When you see something like that coming and you're responding, you should pull the artillery in, pull it back, because if I can't get to the artillery, my day is over. The artillery does a ton of damage, and if my tanks have to fight through your tanks to get to it while getting hit by it, it won't work. I will just lose. I will straight up lose. We were both playing armor divisions, so the economics of it wasn't going to play in my favor. So it was good that you went to meet that, but that you left the artillery here. I was able to go kill the artillery, at which point we were on even ground. And you won out in the end, but you had barely anything left. And then my next push, I was able to come through and basically take control.
Yeah, I feel like I should have at least tried to take something over here. Because I just let you come in here, and you kind of distracted me over here, and then you started pushing from here, and there was nothing I could do.
Yeah, not controlling this lane. So, if you look in my base, these are the only troop trucks I had. They go down this lane and up here, and they were just a constant pain in your ass right here. They didn't really do anything on their own, but you stopped to deal with them for a while, and that let me push this lane. And then once you were focused on that lane, I was able to start massing units here. And this is the kill. Like on this map especially, whoever ends up owning this almost always wins, unless you have a really good comeback. So at this point,
how can I counter? How can I counter when you have this?
So you were doing pretty good with the Jeeps. One of the things you should have done, though, you sent them basically Jeep.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to
deploy a bunch of Jeeps here, and then once you have like 5 or 6, bring them out, loop. Bring them out, loop. Tight loops around units. A lot of units can't fight that. The Stukas can, but not very effectively. And if you have enough Jeeps circling, or circling in opposite directions, they can't get a beat on them. They'll do a lot of damage. I mean, you'll probably lose all the Jeeps, but you'll take out most of my advanced, and you'll make it expensive for me. And then the way you had your artillery in HG position was really good. You should have had more ATGs. Generally, you want to pair them up. So, like, you had one here, and that was covering this and this.
But I should have had one here, so I was covering down that lane and down that mid.
Yeah, well, I mean, the one you had here had a decent shot down this lane, but now it's guarding 3 lanes. If you had one here and one here, anything coming up this way is going to get wrecked. Anything coming up that way is going to get wrecked. And then it would have given this corridor back to you, because any units I had here would have just gotten destroyed.
So would the right play to try to counter over here, try to put one of those over here? That way I could get a clear line of sight?
If you have control...
This could handle...
If you have control, you can, but it's a little tricky because your towers on their own aren't going to be enough to stop it. It would be effective, but if you had put it even like right here, would have shut this down. I would not have been able to have anything operating here without the ATG just taking shots at it, and I wouldn't have gotten close enough if you placed it back there.
So I could have something here taking care of this and artillery, so that I could have something here taking complete control of this lane, and something here, so now that the artillery was being taken care of, I could take back this little position. And then I could force up with like some Jeeps or tanks or something, try to get a decent push, and then bring in artillery.
Yeah. So, like, the major thing that contributed to my victory is while I was building this up here, I mean, you were giving it a little trouble, but you kind of just letting it build up while you fought over here, and you fought over here, and I didn't really care. Like, units were dying over here, I didn't really care. I was building this up. And once I had these things just circling and pounding on you, then I saved up, went for the Tiger. That artillery strike was good, it kicked me back, but it was too late. If you had done that, like, 2 minutes earlier, it would have thrown me completely off track. And that's, if you've got a whole bunch of units in one spot, even if you can't kill them with the artillery, I scattered them all. That it stops them firing. I've got to, it makes me stop what I'm doing. And you killed most of them. You killed a couple Stukas in the tank at least. So there was definitely a decent value in there. Maybe economically didn't come out ahead. You spent more than it cost me to replace the units. But the fact that it stopped everything I was doing and made me deal with it is a good thing. Now, if you had massed up like maybe a couple of tanks and Jeeps, launched the artillery, and then flooded them out, you would have retaken this. And I would have had to double back and figure out a new way. Because if I had pulled them all the way back and you'd gotten a foothold, it would have been harder to get them back in. And if I had left them in, they would have gotten pummeled. Your artillery fire doesn't damage your units.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought friendly fire was a thing.
Nope, friendly fire is not a thing. Aside from the occasional bug. So, man, I love these units. They're very detailed.
Yeah, I know. You play on small, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know how people don't.
I mean, I'm going to switch this real quick. I love the way this looks. This looks phenomenally good. This is a beautiful game.
Yeah, this, like, it doesn't look like it would be so good, but it is. Like, what the fuck?
And the detail on the models I mean, look
Yeah.
at this thing.
Like, I can see the individual fucking screws.
Yeah, it's really well done. The art team
I-
just knocked themselves out.
I can see the hope in this man's eyes. I can see his hopes and dreams.
He's pretty excited.
I think he won or something.
Yeah,
I don't know how you control this. Oh my god, this feels way too weird.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it looks great. Like, one thing I'm really hoping that they do is right now. So there's the regular observer mode. I'm hoping they make a VR observer mode where you can just be in a map. So like if they're having a big tournament match and I could be in this scale watching it, that would just be amazing because it looks beautiful. It's absolutely uncontrollable, especially in a map this size.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine doing this
So-
in something like Maginot, the big map with all the bridges?
Oh god.
Yeah, it'd be a mess.
This works on like maybe 2 maps. But as a spectator thing, if you could like watch tournament games like live, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it with the desktop spectator mode now, and it's great. But I don't know if you've seen any of the tournament videos.
I have not.
Oh, remind me. I'll send you the links to them. They're great to watch.
I tried,
There's an
I tried
observer
to
mode.
find Sadly's. Oh. I didn't know there was an observer mode. I didn't know spectate was a thing.
Oh yeah, it is. It's flat screen. I want a VR observer mode would be the perfect one. But they
Oh.
have, where basically you can just with WASD control the camera and fly around the map. So when they do tournaments, they have the casters. We use it. So one of us will host the game, pick the map, and stream our screen, and then we can control the camera and go all over. We try to get 2 people, do commentary and stuff.
How hard is it to start casting? Because I did a lot of casting for Rocket League, and if I got good at this game, I could potentially. I enjoy casting a lot. So
I mean, basically, once I had OBS Studio set up, there was a day where like we were doing a tournament and we didn't have anybody to cast, and I was like, "I'll do it." I am
If you
by
ever
no
hit me,
means
I'll be
an
happy
expert.
to-
I'm kind of terrible, but the point I'm trying to make is they're fairly open to it, especially for some of the smaller unofficial tournaments. Really, anything you want.
yeah. Well, if you ever need a caster, I will certainly step in. I'm a big fan of casting.
Yeah, I think so. The only thing on the schedule right now is the VR Master League for next weekend, and I'm actually out of town, but I think they've probably already got that one booked up. But the next time we do tournaments, we usually try to get together some community tournaments every month or so. We used to do like a monthly newbie tournament thing, but it's sometimes hard to organize. It's not really monthly; it's monthly-ish.
I'm happy it's not a dead game. The fact that there's like consistent tournaments is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we try to make sure we keep the activity up because we're all afraid of it going dead because it's so fun. There's a lot of players out there. And so right now, I don't know if you saw the news, but they're working on releasing this for PlayStation VR, which is going to bring in a huge player base.
Oh yeah. If they can somehow make it like free on PS, like PS Plus or some shit, that will launch this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll probably do free weekends if they can. Otherwise, of course, they're going to sell the game. But it was supposed to be PlayStation
not
VR.
forever, but-
Yeah, no, but free weekends would be great. It's supposed to be PlayStation VR and then Quest, which I'm most excited for because I feel like every time I travel, I mean, I have the Quest, but it's like I want to play this.
Yeah, I have the Rift S.
Yeah, same.
Do you have? Yeah, dude, it's so much better than you'd think.
Wow, look at this
Yo,
building.
you can get all the way over here.
This is pretty much the end of the map.
Whoa, dude, that looks really good. Like I can like pick out I feel like I could pluck out individual bricks.
Yeah. Go in the hangar.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, this is very well detailed. It'd be really
So
cool if there was
well
like
made, yeah.
troops up here guarding the headquarters.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I'm playing this game at all is because of that free weekend. I was
Yeah.
meaning to buy Brass Tactics and like play the free Brass Tactics weekends, and I completely forgot. And I was like, "Yo, this is kind of like Brass Tactics. Maybe
It's
I'll
so
like
much
it."
better. So
I
much
know.
better.
Oh my gosh, it's Brass Tactics is way too fucking complicated and way too ambiguous. I could not figure it out for the life of me.
I like it, but I don't know what it is about it. It's not like sustainable. Like me and Gnuin, who also plays this, we started playing Brass Tactics, and we used to play all the time. And then one day it was just like, well, I don't really want to play this anymore. The games went the same way each time. Part of the problem,
Yeah.
I think, was the variance in the AI. Like on the medium difficulty, it was just ridiculous, and then on the hard difficulty, it was unbeatable.
Hmm.
And it was just like, I mean, I think I'd probably do better now that I've played 200 hours of this, but
Yeah, I only have like 20. I'm amazed that Bradley, the fucking best player in the world, only has like 200 hours.
And most of those were done as preparation for the WCG tournament.
Yeah, what's crazy, what's fucking insane, is before I 100% bought, I watched his review.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
which
a
is
big proponent of
weird.
this game. Yeah, and then he ended up playing him.
Yeah, I know, which is so cool.
It's great. I remember when he first started playing was like shortly after the beta, I think, or maybe it was the end of the public beta. I don't remember exactly, but I remember I played him and I beat him, and then I don't think I've ever beaten him since. But
He
I
must
think
grind
back to
so
that.
much.
I think back to that whenever I'm getting my ass kicked. There was a time where I beat him.
All right, you want to go again?
Yeah, let's do one more.
All right.